I say it can't get done. I'm like, yes, it can. Why not? I said, if these kids can't read, then I'm not going to promote them. All this, mom, dad, I'm looking you in your face and say this kid can't read. We let them down. School, parents, we let them down. But I'm not going to take them to the next grade, knowing that they're not at grade level. It's funny because I'm always like, okay, how are schools successful? Well, schools are successful when they demand greatness. Greatness doesn't come. We're about to make history. We're about to learn. We're about to grow. We're about to make history. And then, mark my words, it's going to be other school districts, other places around it that's going to be doing this thing. We're going to be the first model. And I'm speaking that into existence, okay? If you can really take the map and drive the instructor inside the classroom and link it to the M step, then everything will move. You see it?
Ladies, third grade teachers, could you tell me, how do you think this professional development was for you today?
Easy. It was productive. It was exciting.
But we never leave Mr. Hurt's advising.
Because the schools that I've worked with, the teachers I've worked with, their scores just go through the roof because what I do is I talk about practical stuff that's practical. Because I'm a former teacher and also I'm a principal, so I'm gonna be telling you guys things that I know will work in your classroom.
For booking, please visit shurt.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. This is Sean Hurt, your school turnaround specialist, with another dynamic Saturday podcast. So listen, this is what I need. I need all of the educators, anybody out there that would like to take their district school to the next level, you got to come on. Our topic today is the 20 non-negotiable characteristics of high-performing schools and systems. The characteristics of high-performing schools and systems. So come on in, hit that share button, give me some love, go to my YouTube page, LinkedIn, Facebook, and let's have a good time on today. So as you come in, let me know where you're coming from. Hit that chat button, say, let me know where you're coming from. We're going to have another good time on this morning. So give me 2 minutes. I just need 2 minutes as I get all my folks in. They coming in, and listen, I am pumped up. I'm excited on this morning. We call ourselves the Fantastic Four. It's myself at 10 o'clock. We got Create and Educate at 10:30. Then we got Principal Kafele at 11. And then on Sunday, we got Josh Tarver. We call ourselves the Fantastic Four. We give out just some of the best educational information out there. You're not going to be able to go to any podcast, any platform to get the information that you get from us. So come on in, get your notes out, get your pencil and paper out. I got about 30 more seconds. Come on in and let's go ahead and let's rock. I need you to share. You got to share this. You got to share. Let me see who's on. Let me get some love. I'm excited. It's Saturday. It's nice out. It's kind of decent out in Michigan. Yes, Black History Month. I'm excited regarding that. So much stuff to share. So I want to say good morning, Dr. Jeter. Good morning. Thank you for sharing. We got Brother David. We got Dr. Jeter from Illinois. Illinois in the house. Salute to you. We got Brother David Bell. Salute to you. We got Mrs. Anita McMahon. Hopefully I didn't mess up the last name, but I'm going to call her Anita. She's from Illinois. Good morning. Good morning. We got Jasmine Harris from California. Hopefully everything is fine. I am still praying for everybody that's been affected with the wildfires. Good morning to you, Miss Jasmine Harris. Hopefully everything's fine. Salute. Thank you for getting up early on the Saturday morning. California, I know you guys are 2 to 3 hours behind, but thank you very much. We got Keenan Rowland. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. We got Brother Williams, Central Williams. Good morning from South Carolina. We got Jasmine Harris is sharing it out. We got Erica Ellison from Brunswick, Georgia. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Miss Ellison from Brunswick, Georgia. Erica is my wife's first name, so I'm gonna always remember Erica. She spells it with an A in front of the E, but I'm gonna always remember that's my wife's first name. Good morning to you, Miss Melissa Jones Chunu. Good morning to you. It's a blessing seeing you. Good morning to you, Miss Vance Daniels. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning, Dr. Houston in the house. Dr. Houston in the house. Good morning to you as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in it and make sure you hit that share button. Let me know where you come from. I need all of my time. So this morning we're going to talk about the high performing schools and systems. These are the characteristics of high performing schools and systems. But before I start to talk about that, I'll always ask the question on my podcast. I always ask the question. Let me make sure my video is good and everything is good. Good morning to you, Principal Kafele, my good friend. Good morning to you. What keeps you up at night as an educator? I always ask that question because when you're passionate about something, when you're passionate about the work, that keeps you up at night. You just cannot turn it on and turn it off. It's not a 9 to 5. As an educator, as February the 8th, 2025, put it in the chat. Talk to me. I need feedback. What is keeping you up at night as an educator? For me, I'm going to shoot you straight and be very honest. It's the state test that all of the schools will be taking in 6 weeks. That's what's keeping me up at night because I'm working with schools. I'm in and out of schools, working with principals, working with teams. I'm doing all this work. And for the last, I would say 8 years, me working with schools, I've had many schools that have called and said, Hurt, my scores went through the roof. Hurt, my report card grade is getting better. It's based on this. So you can like it or don't like it. But at the end of the day, schools will be taking their state assessment, 3rd through 8th grade. Then you got the high school with the PSAT, SAT, ACT. So for the last month, I've been putting so much information out there on my social media regarding how to pass this test, strategies for SAT, for ACT, for math, for writing. I've put it out there. So make sure you go on there. But that's what's keeping me up at night. So give me some feedback. We're all educators. What is the one thing that's keeping you up at night? I got Mrs. Melissa Jones Chunu. She's saying, hey, state test. I get it. We got Mrs. Anita decreasing reading ability in our young people. Also, of course, the fear currently seen in families at this time. Yes, I've been in a couple of meetings. And we've had those type of conversations regarding what's taking place at the national level and is impacting schools all over in Michigan. Parents are not sending their kids to school for the fear of the government coming in and taking them and deporting them. So I'm hearing those conversations during board meetings, I'm hearing it. So I do agree with that. All right. So I want to make sure I use my time wisely because I got so much to talk about. What's going on with me? I'm excited. I'm back on the road. I'm hitting the road. I'm doing some road trips. I'll be in OKC February the 17th. I'm excited. I'm waiting. I am coming with the Thunder. Principal Williams, we about to go to the next level. And then I'm going to Idaho with Principal Strong. I'll be there on March the 14th. Hey, I'm in Idaho. Who would have thought someone from Michigan will go all the way to Idaho to work with a school? So this will be my second trip down there. I'm excited. I'm pumped up. I'm coming. And then I'll be in Georgia on March the 20th with Dr. Flowers. So hey, I'm excited. These are the schools I'm working with. I know we're gonna go to the next level. The next thing I want to talk about before I get into my 20 non-negotiables, and this was disturbing. I'll put it on my page. Okay, it's called a National Report Card Grade for the United States of America. So let me put it up, and then we're not going to read all of it, but that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Let me get out of here. Picture. Hold on. I messed up. Hold on. Let me maximize. I'm sorry. Give me a second. All right, cool. All right. This article came out and I read it. Let me go down. It's called the nation's report card grade hits a crisis level. Learning loss, not cultural wars, should be the focus on education. And just pretty much, if you can see, I want to make sure, okay, if you can see it, what happened was that the National Assessment of Educational Progress scored. And what it did, it took a look at our 4th and 8th grade and what we scored on a national assessment compared to other nations. And what they're saying is that the harsh truth is that millions of Americans, 4th graders and 8th graders, can't read or write at a basic level. I'm going to highlight it right here. We have become home to the world's C student, which will have a direct impact on national security and our economic power. Now, I put this on my page a couple of days ago. I want all of the people that's on here just take about 5 minutes and read the article. Read the article. And when I read this article, it made me realize that I have to take my work, the work that I'm doing, to the next level. And then it made me realize, okay, Hurt, you know, what can I talk, what can I discuss? What do I need to start discussing? This is the article right here. If you need it, I will send it to you. That's going to shift the tide on what we're doing as a nation in education. That's why it's so. That's why I'm talking about the 29 negotiable characteristics of high performance schools and districts, because it's not so much for me. How can I say it? Schools. Now I need to scale the work, and we need to look at districts. 80 schools, 100 schools in the districts. We need to scale it because based on this data right here, I'm not making this up. I'm not trying to scare nobody, but this is the reality. We need to change what we're doing. And then the schools that's really making the changes, the district that's really making the changes, you know who you are. You're seeing your kids learn. You're seeing your teachers feel good about coming to school. You're seeing the system. It is not just one school. You can't have 35 schools in your district and only 2 or 3 schools are doing good. That's not how you scale it. You can't say 35 schools in my district, I got 3 schools that's doing good. Well, what about the other 32 schools? We have to put systems in place that's going to change it. So I just want to kind of show everybody that right there. Let me get out of here. Please let me know what you think. This article is real. I'm not making it up. That's why I am doing the work. So I'm going to stop right there. I have 18 minutes and I'm going to talk about, I got my notes. Hit that share button. Hit that share. I got my notes right here. I'm going to talk about how we can change systems, the whole system. I'm talking about the whole system. Not one school, not 2 schools, but your whole district, and moving in the right direction. The 29 negotiable characteristics of high performing schools and systems. Okay. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to give you about 10 more seconds to get people on to kind of share it. We need to share this out. Hold on. People, and then we're going to share it out. We're going to have a good time on this because at the end of the day, if we can move the system, these systems will be all right. Does anybody agree? Show me, go ahead, show me some love. Give me some hearts. All right. Number one. All right. Hurt, you saying hurt. You talking, you're tackling something that's very important. Yes, it is. The first thing is that systems. All districts need to have a clear and ambitious vision for success. A clear and very high ambitious vision for success. It has to be clear and very ambitious as a district. Now, that starts with the school board, superintendent, assistant superintendent. What is the clear and very big vision for success for the district? A shared, clear vision of what success looks like for all students. Write it down. You're potentially will be a superintendent. You're going to be a principal. What is a shared and clear vision of what does success look like for all students? The reason why this article was written is because the districts we don't have a clear vision of what student success looks like, from the school level to the teachers to the classrooms to what the students need to be producing. What does that look like? Because some people think success is just having a C school or a D school or whatever it may be. My definition of success is this, is that all of my schools will be an A school. All of my schools will be a reward school. All of my schools will be a national blue ribbon school. All of my schools will be whatever it is. That is something that is measured at the end of the year on how success looks like. If I have 30 schools in my district, this is the first thing they said. What is the clear vision of what success looks like for all of the students? And then it will lead to schools, and then it will lead to a district. That's the first thing. I have Miss Matthews. She says, yes, I agree. That's the first thing you do, because a lot of times we don't know what success looks like. I'm not going to name districts, but you got some districts that will say, I want to be successful. What does that look like? How do we measure it at the end of the year? Well, Hurt, the only way that you can measure success at the end of the year is the state assessment that you're taking in 5 weeks. That's why I'm so adamant about it. If all of your schools do good on the state assessment, that means your state will say this district is successful. If you say, I want 70, 80% of all of my kids to be reading at or above grade level, based on our state assessment, based on our district assessment, that is measurable, is tangible, and you can see if you have achieved it or not. Number 2, these are the non-negotiables for high-performing schools and districts. Number 2, strong leadership. Oh my God, Hurt, you've been saying this for years. Yes, that's how important it is. Strong leadership. Leadership at all levels, from the school to the district, that is visionary, inspiring, and committed to continuous improvement. Leadership at all levels. We're talking about changing the whole system. That means you either hire, you develop, grow your own, but strong leadership at all levels. If you are a superintendent, your leadership has to be strong, because you're moving the district. You're over the 35 schools. If you're assistant superintendent, if you're the athletic director, if you're over curriculum and instruction, if you are the building principal, the coach, the building AP, it has to be strong leadership at all levels. I didn't say some. I didn't say 60%, at all levels. The leadership, the way the leader goes, that's the way the district goes. If you have strong leadership, your district will be a high achieving district. I'm gonna say this again. If you have strong leadership at all levels, not some, at all levels, you're a visionary, you're inspiring, and you're committed to continuous improvement. You cannot go back and say, in 2010 I did this, 2005, we're 2025. What you did 15 years ago is not, I'm gonna use the slang, is not popping now. It ain't happening now. It's not happening now. What have you done for me lately? Janet Jackson or Kendrick Lamar, they not like us. You know, I was talking to my daughter this morning, and we were talking about Kendrick Lamar. They not like us. What have you done now? It has to be continuous improvement. Derek Cullum, oh, my good friend Derek Cullum, you know, he's one of I'm gonna give him a shout out. He's one of the top educators in Michigan and nationwide. Been following his work, love him. He'll tell you the leadership. He's a principal of a high school. The leadership moves. The way you go, that's the way everybody will go. It's really simple. Strong leadership at all levels. Number 3, write it down. I'm giving you nuggets. This is how you change systems. We're not talking about 1 or 2 schools. I'm talking about total systems. Number 3, high expectations for all students. Set high academic and behavioral expectations for every student, not looking at their background or their abilities. A lot of times we'll say these kids come from this and we have low expectations. Set high expectations. Well, how do you know, Hurt? I go back. I'm a former teacher. I'm a former principal. I do this work all over the world. The school districts that have high expectations for all students, no matter if they're black, white, Hispanic, whatever they are, no matter if they come with an IEP or general, whatever they are, you still have high expectations for all students. And that is the problem. We've lowered our expectations for the students. The students is running the schools and the districts. I'm going into districts. I'm seeing it. I that's one thing that's keeping me up at night. I'm talking to my wife, my kids. I get mad. I'm like, why are the students running the district in the school? You got these adults here that's allowing the students to run everything. And I'm not blaming the adults, but the expectations has to be high. No, we're not going to tolerate that. This is the type of writing we want. These are the type of books that we're reading. This is what you got to turn in for math. This is how I want the school to look. This is how I want the outside of the school to look. Have high expectations for the students. The bathroom should not be smelling like the way it is. If the bathrooms stink, then what you think the kids is going to come off? The reason why our kids act the way they act is because we have low expectations for them. If we have high expectations for our students, they will produce not only academically wise, but also doing performing arts. You are the band director. You have high expectations for the band team. You're the basketball coach, the football coach. You're the robotics coach. Whatever you are, you have to have high expectations. I am not making this stuff up. If we just do these first 3, district systems will move. The first 3 sums it up. Clear and ambitious vision for success for your district. You have clear and ambitious success for the district. Number 2, you have strong leadership. Number 3, you have high expectations for all students. It's not rocket science. I'm not making this up, but for whatever reason, we have lowered the expectations. Sean, you talking good? You talking good. Why are you so passionate about this? Let me go back to why I gotta bring it up. So, because I got a lot of people that came late. Hold on, let me share my screen. Look at this article. Look. Please, the nation's report card grade hits a crisis level. I just talked about this. Why are you talking about it? Look at the article. They're saying the article just pretty much says, Hurt, we have lowered the expectations across the United States of America for education. It is evidence in the 4th and 8th grade when it comes to math reading. This is what the article is saying. It was posted February the 5th, 2025. Why am I passionate about this? Because we can make the change. Look, this is what the article is saying. And it's just pretty much saying is that we have low expectations for what we're doing in education. We have low expectations. And we can move it. We can move it like now. We can move it now. All right, stay with me. I got 6 more minutes. I got 20 things. I'm only on number 3. So we'll do a part 2 next week. But I'm gonna go slow because I'm passionate about this. And I got the evidence to prove that we can shift schools all over the world. You know what? If Michigan, I'm from Michigan, I'm from Michigan. If Michigan just listen to this podcast, all the schools in Michigan, whether it's Inkster, Ben Harbor, DPS, Oak Park, Southfield, Flint, I'm going through all these. These are all school districts: Muskegon Heights, Battle Creek, you name it. If they just Hamtramck, River Rouge, Equois, if you just Ypsilanti, if Ann Arbor, if you just listen to this, all of the systems would move. Number four, stay with me, hit that share button. Evidence-based decision making. Decisions are made based on data and research. Continue assessing what works and make adjustments accordingly. The decisions that we're making at a district level for all 35 schools cannot be based on what I feel. I'm tired of feelings. I'm tired of whatever emotions we got or what happened 35 years ago. We have to have evidence-based decision making. Decisions are made based on data and research. I'm going to say this again. Make your decisions. Who you bring in to provide professional development, the curriculum you purchase, the people you hire, your district assessments. All of these things that we're paying millions of dollars for should be based on data and research. Let me tie it in. If you are an inner city school, a rural school, and you're bringing in people, consultants, and books and whatever, and they've never moved a school, they've never moved a iReady or NWA scores, they never moved a state assessment. Why are you bringing them in? They do not have the data or research to say that they can help your school. You're spending money on the wrong things. Evidence-based decision making. I am tired of it. We're just doing it just to say we did it. We're checking the boxes. Bring people in, bring curriculums in that's going to help you move the needle. If the person, the curriculum, the teachers, the leader, or whoever it is, if they don't have a history of moving schools, if they've never taught in an inner city school or rural school, if they've never been a principal of an inner city and rural school, why are we dealing with these things? You're not using data and research to make the right decisions. How do you change systems? How do you get 50 schools moving, 1,000 schools moving? This is one of the key elements to it. Yes, Josh Tarver, my good friend. Street cred, yes, it is real simple. All right, last one, and I'm going to stop. Share this, please. Let's not sleep on this. Share this. Give me some love. Let's take it to the next level. Number 5, effective teacher recruitment, development, and retention. I'm going to say this again. Effective teacher recruitment, development, and retention. The biggest thing that we're doing is that we're losing our best people. They're leaving out of our district. They're leaving out of our school. We need to have effective recruitment, development, and retention. You got to keep your talent in-house. It's just like if I'm playing on a sports team, I know we got the Super Bowl tomorrow. Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts will be the Super Bowl quarterbacks. They was drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Those are the quarterbacks. They were drafted by them. So that means they got recruited. They got drafted. And then they've been playing football for the NFL for about 5 or 6 years. Now the teams have developed them. They're developing them, showing them how to look at coverage, show them how to pass the ball right, hand it off. And then after the development, they've retained them. Oh, man, I'm talking good now. They've retained them. Same thing. I am a district. I must recruit, develop, and retain my talent in my district. So I'm going to stop right there. It is 10:29. So once again, I'm going to do part 2. This is what I need. Please make sure you share this out. Go on my YouTube page, subscribe, We're going to go to the next level next week. Bring somebody next week. Please bring somebody, okay? And if you would like for me to come to your district and provide training, that's what I do. People's been calling me all this week. I got about 5 phone calls from different districts saying, Hurt, can you provide this? Can you provide that? So inbox me, let me know if that's something that you would like. So once again, thank you very much. I'm passionate about this work. Any information that I presented on today, if you need it, I can share it with you. So I see you same time next week, same time. Make sure everybody go over to Create and Educate, support my team. All right, I love you. Take care.